Hey everybody, this is Emily Josephine. No, this is not Emily Josephine. The woman behind the camera is. This is my son. And son, what project is Daddy doing? What's his next project for our new house?
Building the bed.
What kind of bed is he building for you?
A loft bed.
A loft bed. And what does that mean?
It means it's really high.
Okay, it's going to be very high off the ground. And what are you going to be able to do underneath the bed?
All my toys and some boxes and stuff.
Okay, you'll be able to store some things, but there will be a lot of more room to play, right? I implied in the video when I was talking about doing the interior walls, I kind of hinted when I was in our bedroom, I kind of hinted that Jerry was going to do something to give us more space. And that is for Benjamin, he's building a loft bed. For us, he's going to build a high platform bed, so we'll have plenty of storage space. So, Benjamin, can you tell us about the wood that you have your left hand on? What's that wood for?
This wood is for the ladder.
Okay, it's the ladder that's going to go on the end of the bed, and so it's the whole width of the bed. And Jerry has already drilled in the pilot holes where the screws are going to go. And what are you sitting on? What are those going to be used for? Do you remember?
They're going to be used for my bed.
They're the slats. Yeah. They're the slats that are going to go across that the mattress is going to sit on. All right, so now we're going to go outside where Jerry is in progress working on the railing for the bed. Thank you, Benjamin.
Bye.
Okay, so what Jerry is doing now is he is building the rails for Benjamin's loft bed. And by the way, the wood that you just saw, he has already cut it to length. You had to buy 8-foot lengths, right?
Yeah.
You had to buy 8-foot lengths and cut them down to the appropriate lengths. And then you saw that he drilled in the holes. And so what do we got going on here, sweetheart? It's a 2x6, and
So this is the rails that go on the side of the bed.
so this is a 2x6 that you just ripped.
This is a 2x4 I ripped in half.
Oh, it's okay. A 2x4 he ripped in half. Okay.
All right. So this goes like this, and you glue and drill it to there, and the slats rest on top of that.
Ah, okay. So what we're looking at is a sideways view, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the slats will be on top there.
Okie dokie. So next you glue?
Next, I make my
Oh.
line, and then I'll glue and clamp it down, and then drill it.
All right. He's still marking.
Dad, can I help?
This is a giant clamp. Do you really need a clamp this big, or are you just using it because it works better than the littler ones, and since you have it, you'll use it?
It's stronger than the littler ones.
Okay, the littler ones being these ones. All right, so according to the plans, a screw every 6 inches. So watch Jerry drill the holes and then get the screws in. So I'm going to tell you that we got the plans, we bought the plans for the beds we're building from collegebedlofts.com. We're not affiliated with them, we just found them a few years ago, and it's $10, pretty easy, a lot cheaper than buying the beds. So $10 for the plans, a couple $100, between $200 and $300 for the lumber.
For both beds.
For both the beds, yeah. And now we're getting the screws in over here. There's the first one, and now the next one. And by the time he's done, he'll have the second railing all screwed together. Alright, there it is. The second railing completed, all screwed together. And the legs of the bed will be attached to these railings as well as the slats. All right, sweetheart, what's the next step in this project then? What do we do next?
And cut the notches in the legs for the ladder rungs.
Oh, okay.
Go in.
Alrighty. All right, now Jerry has all 4 of the legs for the loft bed together and also marked out with a pencil. So what he's going to do is pencil and pencil mark. So in between these pencil marks is, so the cuts are going to be 1.5 inches deep. So he's going to make just a bunch of cuts of 1.5 inches deep, notching them up, and that's where the rungs of the ladder are going to be sitting, correct?
Yes.
Alrighty. Alright, so this is what he accomplished with the circle saw. You can see just a bunch of cuts. And so what he's doing now, so he's already completely chiseled this section out. Yeah, take out the board and zip. So that's chiseled out. And so he's in the process of chiseling this one, and he'll chisel it all out, and that's where the shelves are going to be, right? That's, yep.
Well, the ladder rungs and the shelves.
Or sorry,
on top
yeah,
of that,
excuse me. Yeah, it's the actual ladder rungs. We're going to be putting shelves on the ladder rungs. All right, so continue on with your chiseling, sweetheart. All right, so what we're looking at here is he has finished chiseling out the notches, and he is in the process of setting the ladder rungs in place. They will be what Benjamin uses to climb up to get into bed and get down out of bed again. And also they're going to be supports for the shelves we're going to put in. You'll see that later. But these inside boards provide extra strength here. So that's going to be one end of the bed. He's ready to screw it all together. Remember, he already made the pilot holes there. And here he comes with the drill now. All right, I misspoke in the last segment. That ladder is actually just for putting shelves on. It's not for climbing up. Jerry is just about to cut another couple of boards, which will be used for the actual ladder that he will use to climb up and down to get in and out of bed. So it's the same thing with the circle saw. He's going to make a bunch of cuts, and then he's going to chisel out, and then he'll be able to put the rungs in. All right, so he's set up the 2 ends of the loft bed. And he's got the rails ready to go. So next he's going to actually start assembling things. Exciting! Okay, so what's the deal here, sweetheart? You've got a level clamped on to the leg of the bed.
Yeah, I'm attaching the railing, but I want to attach it to where the leg is straight.
So is this in the plans to put that additional screw there, or are you just doing this are you doing it to straighten it out?
Those screws are in the plans.
Oh, okay. So there is the screw we're talking about. A screw.
And I'll actually put a couple here. These are too close to the edge. I need to do pilot holes a little further over.
So you have 2 more screws to go on this side?
Yeah, and then I have 2 over there I've already.
Get over there. Okay, now turn it off. So this is the ladder that he is going to affix to the side of the bed that is going to be for Benjamin getting in and out of his bed. Placing in the rungs he just made, and he has also drilled in some pilot holes where the screws are going to go. Now it's time to drill the ladder into the bed. All right, well, let's see what we got so far on this bed. Basically, what we have left are the shelves. There's going to be 1 shelf for each slat on each end of the bed. And of course that step stool is going to be moved. Gee, it's hard to see the slats against the pine wall, isn't it? Okay, and there's also going to be, I think we decided on 2 shelves going across the back for storage. So let's come up here. I'm going to climb this handy dandy ladder. There we go. And there are the slats. Now the plans don't have you put slats together like this, but since Jerry has made the bed longer than the plans so that he would actually have more floor space and then more space up here. So he put a bunch of slats together here so we can store yet even more things. So there you go. Let's move on to the putting the shelves in process. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a good look at the shelf supports for the long shelves that are going to be against, they're going long ways, they're against the north wall. So we're going to have two shelves, one there, two shelves, one there, and they're both, you know, like 7.5 feet long, so it's a lot of shelf space. So you can see where, I'm sorry, I got it screwed in there. And these little blocks are screwed in on the other side. That's where the shelf's going to sit. And he's beginning to set the shorter shelves. You can see how he's doing that, getting them cut, probably a little bit sanded, and you can see there how they are sitting on the supports. He's going to, I guess he's going to screw them in so they're nice and secure. So we'll come back and take a look at it when he's got all the shelves on and screwed in. Isn't it exciting? Let me give you a view from the bottom. I'm kind of squatting on the floor, and that's the bottom of his bed up there. We got the mattress up there too. You can see that through the slats. There it is. Whoa, tripping on. Okay. So there's the mattress. Oh, we're almost done. One more thing after the shelves, and that's the safety rail. In the plans it says, do not build a loft bed without a safety rail. So that's going to be the last thing.
Go.
Okay, here he is, screwing in. No, you're not screwing it, you're drilling the holes.
Yeah.
Drilling the holes for screwing in the first of two safety rails he's going to put up. Okay, so Jerry has finished the safety rail on the loft bed. Go ahead and show everybody that Benjamin is behind the camera up in his bed for me. Show everybody the rail. You can do it 2 high or 3 high, but you know, 2 is plenty for Benjamin. So there we go. And now I want to show you, well, you want to show them also, Benjamin, the empty space you have at the end of your mattress. He has a space here to store toys. Okay, now I want to show you what it looks like. We've already put all his books and toys and clothes, so I want to show you what it looks like with the shelves on and all that. So here we have the completed loft bed. And the great thing about a loft bed is that it's easy to modify as far as height and what you put on it for shelves. Like this back here, you don't have to put shelves here. This could just be a ladder up into the bed. But we've chosen to put shelves on either side and 2 shelves going along. The back is kind of dark, so forgive the quality of the video. But so there's a shelf there and a shelf there. And the awesome thing about building your own bookshelves is you can build it tall enough so it'll actually fit the tall books. This is the tallest book, this one on the end. You can see there's even space above it. And the shelves there. And also in the plans that we purchased, it explains how you can build in desks if you don't want a shelf. It tells you, a desk is basically just a shelf that's at just, the right height and maybe a little bit bigger board. Doesn't have to be, but you can, have a desk instead of shelves, or you can, you could skip this shelf on the bottom, have a shelf a little higher for the desk, and then have storage shelves above. Really easy to modify, and a lot less expensive than purchasing beds yourself. I mentioned earlier that it cost, I'm going to throw out $240, $250 for all the lumber and hardware that Jerry purchased, not only to make the loft bed for Benjamin, but also our high platform bed that he's finishing working on right now. A high platform bed, I'm not going to bother doing a video on that because it's a lot simpler. It's just basic. It's like this, only not nearly as tall, and it doesn't have shelves and things, but it's basically made the same way. But I mean, $250 for 2 beds, that's a pretty good deal. Of course, a lot of labor does go into it, a lot of labor and love, but there you go. How to build a loft bed. So I hope this video has helped you. If so, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for all the other fun goings on around our homestead. Take care and be well.